Hello and welcome back to Snow White and the Seven Days, episode 10. If you missed episode 9, it's because it's only on YouTube. Okay? That was a deception made on YouTube that it was also going to be on Spotify. I'm going to make episode 9 be just like a YouTube special. So if you're missing that, go there. I felt like I had a lot of information that we already spoke about in the other episodes, so I didn't want to bring it over to Spotify, but today I'm going to have 2 little recording things to make it easier on me when I edit and upload, and then, you get YouTube and Spotify. So episode 10 is on YouTube and Spotify. Episode 9 is just on YouTube. But thank you guys so much for joining me for episode 10. I'm so excited. Crazy that we've made it to number 10. It's been about a month now. We've been on this journey together for about a month. And I'm so happy with how far I've come in my journey. And I really hope that this has inspired at least one person out there. That's really my only goal, is just to help and inspire others to get the life that they desire as well, while I'm also healing myself, because healing yourself is healing the collective. So it's just one energy field that we can all collectively raise together. I want to start this recording episode, and this vocal episode with a little surprise. I am going to be smoking a white truffle indica from High Key. It's a dispensary in San Diego. It's a really cool dispensary because I want to bring this back to the episodes, my smoking in the episodes. I was a little for a while like, maybe I don't want to center smoking in the podcast, but I can do multiple topics at once, so I'm gonna add weed to it. This one's really cool though because fresh weed is the best weed. So if you have weed that's been sitting there, like in your, for instance, let's say you're dating a trapper, and this trapper bought a pound bag to flip, and it's been months, and he has not flipped it, and he just keeps smoking it himself, and now he wants to pick up again. You're like, why are you wanting to pick up again? You have like half a pound. It's because it's trash. It's trash. He didn't sell it fast enough, and it's old and dusty, and it's not smoking right. So fresh weed's the best weed. And how do you get that is you put a little cultivation in the back of your dispensary. High Key does that. They have people hand trimming their weed back there, and then they jar it and then go and sell it right away. When I worked at Cookies, the weed that we got from the Cookies dispo was like a couple months out already, like 3 months out, and you'd be like, oh, okay, so I'm not gonna pick this up because it's a $60 fucking eighth before tax. And yeah, weed's expensive. Recently though, pretty girl privilege, eek, count your blessings, eek. I haven't bought weed in forever. Oh, now I'm gonna smoke this. If you're watching or listening to this right now, comment your favorite way to smoke weed. Blunts, joints, bowls, wax pens. If you say wax pens, if you say edibles, just don't comment that. Just don't comment edibles on my video. Bring that elsewhere. My personal favorite, blunts. The economy one, bowls. So, yeah. But tell me that's not like a manifestation coming true, that like the guy that I'm seeing just brings me free weed all the time. And he was like, wow, you smoke more than I do. I was like, don't give me fucking an eighth. I'm gonna roll a blunt. So, let's get into this episode's topics, a little bit more spiritual. I'm definitely high vibe, but a little bit more educational. I wanted to talk about, because this has been a lot of what I talk about is what gets brought up in my life on the day-to-day. It's what my yoga instructors say. It's what everybody's talking about, is what they're going through. But I've been hearing a lot about the yin and yang, and I've been talking a lot with you guys about the feminine and the masculine. And the yin and the yang once again talks about the feminine and the masculine. It's a Chinese concept. I forget who the philosopher was who came up with it. I'm sorry, dude. You can Google it. But the yin, and I took a yoga class yesterday. I have a subscription to like a studio, so I can go like to multiple classes every day and blah 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 blah. And so like today I went to a sound healing one. There's vinyasa. The one I went to yesterday is yin. You're probably like, shut the fuck up. This is so boring. I don't care. Yin though is like the opposing side of yoga. It's like not very much movement. You do like 6 poses in the entire hour, and you hold each one for like 5 to 8 minutes or something like that. And it's really just so that you can work on your breath work and controlling your mind. A lot of what yoga is controlling your mind. And what controlling your mind means is basically no thought, brain empty, happy emotion. Focus on what your body's feeling without having to put words to it. Tapping into your body without having to put words to it. And then there is a universal language. If you've ever read The Alchemist, it's a great fiction book that talks about the stuff that I talk about, kind of puts like manifestation into fiction. And what's funny is whenever I'm reading that book, I meet like 20 other people reading that book like at the same time. It's crazy. They're like, what? I'm reading that book too. What? It's insane. And you just align with all those people that are on the same field of you as chasing a dream. Because what it basically means, it says, is it's like if you've got a wish on your heart, the universe will do everything in its power to open the doors for you to get it. You'll go through learning lessons and everything to be taught, but you're going to get it. And the universe is going to do everything for you to learn to get to it. What was I talking about? Yin, yang, alchemy. The fuck? I'll get there. What was I talking about? Yin, yang? Yin yoga? Controlling the mind. Controlling the mind. But basically, there's a universal language. So you don't need to speak and put words to everything with you can still communicate without words. I used to babysit. I nannied. One of my first jobs was I nannied a boy who is 9 and nonverbal, and I could communicate with him. It took me a month, but I learned exactly what he needed, when he needed it, how he needed it, what he was trying to tell me when he was trying to tell me it, because he had a language without words. Everybody does. Everybody does. It's like when you meet someone and you feel like you've known them forever, or they just have like a presence that feels really comfortable to you and things like that. There's a language without words. It's the energy field. So it's like a feeling state. Back to the yin and the yang. The yin yoga is like just all those positions, whatever. The yin is feminine. It's the feminine. It's the receptive. It's yielding energy. So envision yourself like building up this ball of energy. Like when you breathe in, imagine yourself like just yielding all this energy. You're holding everything in when you breathe in. Try it with me. Breathe in. Ready? Okay, I just breathe. Ready? Breathe in. You feel it? And then release. So that release is the yang. That's the masculine, the active, the assertive energy, the moving energy. It's going somewhere. Okay? They're not opposite. They're interacting together. So they interact to make each other grow and learn. So you interact with the masculine and the feminine to teach yourself something, and it expands yourself, and you grow and you learn and blah, 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 blah. Makes sense? And the yin and the yang symbol, you've got like a little ball of, it's like one half of it is black and one half of it is white, and then you've got black and white balls in the opposing ones, which signifies that they have each other in them. So I said this before, I don't personally believe that there's a full feminine energy or a full masculine. Like someone's 100% in their masculine brain and 100% in their feminine brain. I don't believe that. I believe that everybody practices their own, what is like aligned with them. And yeah, going back to that feeling state, the language without words, the universal language, it's a feeling. When I'm feeling good, everybody knows what feeling good is. Everybody's felt good. When I'm feeling sad, they know that. And then they see it too. When I'm feeling good, you see it. When I'm walking around, I'm smiling and I'm jumping and I'm singing and I'm dancing. Oh, she's happy. I didn't even have to tell you. If I'm walking around, I'm crying, I'm sad, my head's down, I'm moping. She's sad. She probably needs like help, or I don't know. Or like, yeah, like someone's looks distressed, like she needs help. It's a feeling state. So in order to get your manifestation, in order to get what you want, in order to get your desire, well, one, you have to trust in the universal laws. I went over all the universal laws. One of the past episodes that I just did has universal laws for dummies. It goes over 1 through 12 of all the universal laws and breaks it down. I feel like that's the easiest way to just like grab a notebook and learn for yourself. Once you have this knowledge, you trust in it, and now you can 10x everything. Because now you trust in yourself, so you can keep building on top of that. You can keep building your desires, wishing bigger, wishing greater. I was supposed to be doing my makeup. Well, I was like, why? I'm like 15 minutes in there almost. I'm like, why do I look so beat? Because the video version was supposed to be a get ready with me. Oh my god. Break time. You deserve. I can't stand when it clogs. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel ripped and chipped and dipped and flipped. You're getting all sides of me today. We're here to enjoy, aren't we? Everybody has their vices, okay? I may hate on you for drinking, but everybody has their vices. This is a YouTube only special because I'm not even recording right now. The YouTube version is going to be a different type of me. All right, we're back. We're back to the podcast. Okay. We're doing my makeup. That's what we're doing. How do you align with the feeling state of what you're trying to attract? Well, we've talked about journaling. We've talked about convincing your subconscious mind. We've talked about pre-celebration. Pre-celebration is done in so many different ways. I recommended in one previous episode to take yourself out to dinner, but you can do it in other ways, like treating yourself, going shopping, or smoking weed, or going out to drinks with the girls or the guys, or whatever floats your boat. I'm not gonna do a heavy cake today because I'm breaking out. I'm about to get on my period, so I'm just gonna do like a little basic makeup look. I don't really want to put anything other than powder on my like pimples either. I feel like it just accentuates them. I'm not gonna say it because I was gonna say I have hormonal acne, but I don't want to create more hormonal acne. So I'm creating it. I literally am. When I cry and get stressed and it comes during my period and things like that, you'll watch me. We'll do it together. But anyways, other pre-celebration techniques, you can fake like telling your loved ones the news, like fake telling your boyfriend about the new job opportunity, or how you got like a a raise or whatever you're manifesting, or you tell your best friend, oh my god, I met the most amazing boy and he's so sweet and he's so caring and he's such a gentleman, he wants to take me out this Sunday, like da 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 da. I used to write in my notes all the time when I was manifesting love. Like, I used to go in my notes whenever I would be like going to work or on my break or like just had extra time in my hands. I would write down, my boyfriend's so thoughtful, my boyfriend's so caring, he plans all these nice dates, and he texts me throughout his day to let me know how he is, and he always asks me how I am, and he always opens his door and he makes sure that or opens my door and he makes sure that I'm okay, and he is so thoughtful and he's endearing and he's like all these things. I would ramble that like every day, whenever I had time, when I was trying to manifest that. And then with money, like I keep saying I'm so rich, I'm so rich, I'm so rich in spirit, I'm rich in more than just the 3D and more than just the material, because manifesting money is gratitude. So aligning with the frequency of money is aligning with the frequency of gratitude. So being thankful for what you already have. Thank you so much for my amazing room that feels so comfortable, with my amazing bed and I feel like a princess in it, and thank you for my space to grow, and thank you for my amazing cat Cosmo, he's so cuddly and sweet, and thank you for my supportive community, and thank you for being able to live so close to the beach, and my whatever. Just thank whatever you already have. In the mornings, what I like to do, I'm so blessed. I'm living literally in my dream location. I manifested it when I was 16, 17 years old. I applied to 2 colleges and then I toured one, and I knew that I wanted to go to SDSU. I just knew I wanted to be in San Diego. I don't really know why. I don't know why. Someone mentioned the school once to me. I knew no one that went there, and I didn't really, I don't know. I was just like, San Diego, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That looks really nice. It seems warm there, so I'll be there. And so oh, when I came to visit with my mom, when I came to tour the school, I came to literally the place that I live right now, this beach, that I came and visited, and I took a photo, and like on the street that I live on, I took a photo and I posted it on Instagram, and it was like future home. That's what I captioned it. Future home. I live 100 feet away from where that photo was taken. Yeah, and I'm not kidding you. Like you have to count. Like sometimes I wake up and I feel like another day, but then I'm like, wait, like, dude, you wished for this, you longed for this, you counted down the days for this, and then once you got here, you went through hell before you could even have peace, bro, and now you have all this peace and all this, you have your dream. Be thankful. Have gratitude for what you already have. I have a gratitude journal, and sometimes, like, for a little bit I was like, this feels stupid. Like, why am I just counting these stupid little things? But it's not stupid. Like, it helps your subconscious match an energy that fucking like stupid. It's fucking good to like stupid. It's good to feel stupid sometimes. It's good to feel a little delusional. It's good to gaslight yourself every once in a while into feeling good. Okay? It's not a crime, because the whole world around you is gaslighting you into feeling bad right now, I promise you. Everybody's trying to get you to complain about something or hate something or want something else. Be thankful for what you have, count your blessings, love yourself, and love this little life, because that's the cheat code, that's the trick. Other nervous system regulation techniques that you can do, EFT tapping, you can YouTube that, just like certain pressure points have capabilities of like helping out your nervous system to just calm down. That's literally it. It's nothing crazy, you just gotta stay chill. chill and happy. Because if you're feeling anxious and tired and stressed, that's what tomorrow's gonna be like. But if you're chilling and you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your needs, and you've got freedom of time, you've got freedom of not having to budget anything, and you've got like just all this abundance around you, all this thing, like it's just great, it's beautiful. And when I'm saying like, yeah, not having to budget anything, not having freedom of, or having freedom of time, like getting to control your schedule, like, yeah, that's, you can do that too. You could do that too. All you gotta do is say, bye old life, I don't like that, so I don't want to do it. Follow your emotional compass. Feels good, do it. Feels bad, don't do it. Good, bad, bad. I mean, have like discernment, but be delusional. It fucking works. Read any success story. Any success story. There's people that go 0 to 1,000,000 all the time. There's people that go homeless to 1,000,000 all the time. If another human can do it, you can do it. There's nothing holding you back. All you got to do is believe that you can, and it's yours. Ice facials. I love ice facials. In the morning, this helps my skin a lot. I haven't been doing them. You can tell. Yeah. But yeah, grab an ice cube, rub that shit across your face, and tell me that doesn't feel so good. And focus on the feeling. You don't have to put words behind it. Just focus on the feeling. Focus on the feelings of everything. If someone makes you feel bad, note that person makes me feel bad. Yep, you don't have to hold a grudge, but literally note that. I don't know if I want to spend more time with them, or a lot more time with them. I'm like manifesting something big. Sometimes I don't call my mom for a week because I don't want to tell her until it's done. Because I love this girl. She's the one who taught me manifesting. She's the one who engraved it into my mind, because she wrote a book called Success Against the Odds when I was growing up that came with a little planner that was literally a manifesting journal. And that woman manifested her life, and she's a pretty boss ass woman, and I love her, I respect her, but she also, like, she believes in herself, and she's done it. And it's not that she doesn't believe in me, but she worries for me. So when I take risks, she has just like worries, like mom worries, those regular old worries. So sometimes I don't fucking tell her what I'm doing until it's done. And then when it's done, I'm like, Mom, guess what I did? And she's like, I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, I know, thank you so much. And then I'll do those little pre-celebrations in my head with my mom's conversation, and like I'll wait for her response. I'll listen for what like I think she'll say, and I'm like, and I'll build it up. Oh yeah, I know, can you believe it? I did it. She's like, oh my God, teach me how. I'm like, yeah, I will. I do that because not everybody has to know, like, or your delusions, you know? If you tell everybody your big dreams, like, they're gonna talk you down. Not because they don't love you, not because my mom doesn't love me, but because it's just the practical thing. It's just not everybody's, I don't know. You just gotta trust in the universal laws that what you put out is what you get back, and that if you have a desire in your heart, it's simply because there's a version of you already living that out there. So trust in that, and trust in the action that you're also doing, and feel good as you're putting out this action. See, I like to put powder over my pimples because I feel like I'm not like as much getting it in the pores, but I'm minimizing the redness, if that makes sense. But anyways, when you're creating in hopes of getting like your manifestation and things like that, feel good and prepare yourself to feel good before. Like before this, I listened to little like affirmation tracks. All day I'm listening to affirmation tracks. If I feel like a single ounce of worry and doubt, affirmation track. Or let me stop for a second and like actually like let me stop and meditate. If it feels better in the sun, if it feels better to do it in my room, if I need to just take a nap. If you're really stressed the fuck out and anxious and all over the place, go to bed. Go to sleep. Go to bed. Wake up when you feel better. Your body needs to heal. Your mind needs time. Go to bed. Turn on like one of those subliminal things. Yes. Listen to subliminals. Convince your subconscious of what you're trying to create. I love making vision boards. Whenever my aligned action tells me to make a new vision board, I make a new vision board. And what I love... Fuck these fucking brushes. My favorite way of like kind of easing into using my phone in the morning, because it's not great to immediately just like go on your phone in the morning. When I wake up, I most of the time either put on a meditation right away, or if I'm not feeling the meditation, I force myself to get out of bed and go on a gratitude walk and like do like affirmations. For the first like hour and a half to 2 hours, I try not to go on my phone at all, because I don't want to immediately look at a screen. And also there is so much life outside of phones. So I don't want to program my head to think that my life surrounds like around this thing. Like everywhere I go, I don't want to have this stupid thing on me. Like I use it when I need to use it for work. And that's what I want it for, is like to make money. If I'm not making money with this thing, like, is it making me happy? Because when I'm constantly like scrolling through Instagram and stuff, I'm not happy. Like I feel really, and it's almost like a trap. Like I get really brainless fast and I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But when I like to transition to my phone instead of going straight to social medias, and usually I don't really like to go on social medias unless I'm posting, like literally. Unless I'm posting, I don't really need to be on there. Or TikTok, like I'll go on like for a little bit. I like TikTok. But what was I gonna say? Oh, Pinterest. My favorite thing is Pinterest, because I feel like it's such an easy way to flood the brain with images of what's out there. It's not like a toxic thing. If you think of it as a toxic thing, or if you think of it as a toxic thing, then it can be a toxic thing. But I think it's a really helpful thing, because like, I mean, it has high designer, really expensive shit on there, but you can definitely recreate it yourself, like DIY your own little stuff. And like, yeah, I think it really inspires me in a lot of different ways. And I love like getting to make little vision boards, and I'll use the images on there to make my vision boards. And I feel like also too, I've gotten like my feed gives me a bunch of affirmations and stuff, so it feels like I'm manifesting when I'm going on there. And I have an app called Third Eye Thoughts, and it's like Instagram, where you just scroll through affirmations. So if you're ever in an uncomfortable place where everybody else is on their phone and it's like a doctor's office or something, you don't really want to just sit there and look at everybody, but you also don't want to just scroll on Instagram mindlessly. Third Eye Thoughts. Or drawing. Like, my brother taught me this. I was like, I'm bad at drawing. He was like, yeah, I used to be too. Because he's amazing. And he's like, yeah, I used to be too, but it took practice. And yeah, it literally, it all it is just practice. Everything is, oh, I want to try something. Okay, let me put time and effort into it. Oh, look at what I created. So one of the main blocks with money is shame and guilt surrounding it. So a lot of people grow up in their home lives where they're just raised to believe that having money puts a silver spoon in your mouth, or it's a negative connotation. It's a bad thing, basically. Like, a lot of people villainize money. Their parents will villainize money, or just like family and friends around them will villainize money, or a lot of constant things that I hear in people my age are, oh, I'm too broke, or oh, I don't have money for that. Stop fucking saying that. Duh, because you keep fucking saying that. Like, stop. Reverse the language and reverse the belief system that it's bad. It's a gift. It's a necessity. If it wasn't a necessity, I wouldn't be saying this, but it's a necessity. It's something that we have in our life right now, and it's something that we need. So don't put shame and guilt around it. If you've got it, it's for a good reason. It's so that you can help others, enlighten others. Use the money to help and enlighten others. And healing yourself helps and enlightens others. So like, when you're creating stuff, put it out with the essence of God. Like, the God energy is love. So if you're creating through love, you're creating to give back. Something that helped me, how I've been doing that, is I have been constantly writing, I am shameless, I am shameless, I am shameless. I experienced this firsthand because I made a lot of money really fast when I was really young. And I didn't feel like I earned it. I worked really hard for it, but for some reason, like in my body, I just felt wrong having it. I remember telling my friend, like, it was one of the first instances I got like a couple $1,000 check. And I went to Sephora, and it was the first time I've ever been able to buy all the makeup products that I desired, that all, like, my little heart desired, that I wanted, that, like, everything that I put in my basket, and I didn't even look at the price tag, and I went to the cashier and I checked out, and I still had so much money where I didn't have to worry. Like, I still could pay all my bills, and I could still buy a little something nice for myself, and I didn't have to worry. And I remember seeing a girl in line that was counting her dollar bills to buy her one product, and I cried. I went to my car and I cried. Why did I feel that way? Why was I feeling bad that I did it, that I provided for myself, that I wasn't like, I felt guilty. Like, I had this guilt within me that I had some connotation that money was evil, or that, like, it just wasn't right, or, like, I don't know if it was because of this. This is why, because how I was making the money was right, but I didn't feel good while making the money. Like, it was a just business, but I was unhappy and I didn't, like, feel aligned in it. But, like, that shouldn't mean that you don't deserve it. It pushed me to do this now. So I'm just going to say that everything is the unwinding of your desire. Every single thing in your life is you getting one step closer to your desire. And that's what I was telling myself then too. I was like, because I knew I wanted to do something like this, and so I was like, okay, well, now I know that I can sell and I have business aspects and I can be successful, so now let's put that energy towards myself. Let's create for myself. But yeah, so right now, today is Tuesday, March 19th, and it is a spring equinox. So I wanted to talk about that. The spring equinox is a time for rebirth and renewal. So basically, like, spring cleaning, and it inspires, like, new creations. It inspires action towards new creations. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling very uninspired to make this episode this past week. Like, it was hard. It was on my to-do list yesterday, and the day before, and today I was like, oh, I still don't feel like doing it, until, like, I literally, like, 10 minutes before I hit record, I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I went for it, and I took the aligned action. I felt really good to do it, and I'm happy that I feel good to do it, because sometimes I get down on myself that my body does need that that rest period. My mind needs that rest period so that I can give you guys fresh content, new content that you haven't heard before, or in a different way that you guys, like, see it in a different perspective now, so it, like, enlightens you, you know? I need that. You need that. We all need that time for our bodies to kind of clear out. We go through cycles naturally in our life, with, like, a creative period, or with, like, a rest period, and then, like, a spark of idea, and then a creation, and then that running with the creation, and then back. We go through that. And all that's, like, also, like, an energetic, like, type of feeling. It doesn't have to necessarily be just a creation. Like, not always you're creating, but that energy, it flows constantly. And with the spring equinox here, it's a good time to do also, like, not just a house cleaning, but a mental cleaning. So, clearing out all your mental clutter, all your old beliefs, because you can't step into the new higher self where the manifestation exists if you're still holding on to all these past beliefs. Even if you still, like, if you kind of believe, semi-believe, like, well, I know this, but it's not showing up yet, and this, well, stop looking for proof in your 3D. Stop looking for proof. That's where you're going wrong. Release the expectations and trust in the laws to bring you your manifestation, but also when you look for proof in your 3D, you're shooting yourself in the foot right away because you're basically just telling the universe that what you have right now is not good enough. So stop doing that. Just be grateful for what you have and trust in the laws that are set into place to work for you in your benefit, to bring you your desire. Everything is happening for you. If you go back and forth on the thought, well, maybe if what, that's what your desire is doing. Maybe if what, like, it's not ready for you because you're not ready. So once you hit it and you fully trust and get rid of all the past beliefs that were holding you back, all the negative clutter that's holding you back, you're going to be smooth sailing, baby. So what I want you to do from here, what I want you to do from here is get out your journals and write a list of all the beliefs that you think you're holding on to that are holding you back. Go with money, go with health, go with career, go down the line. Go down the line of the 7 does. Okay? Community, creation, consumption, health, love, sex, career, all of the 7 does. What's holding me back? These wings just are so aggressive. Like, I was not trying to be like that aggressive. I know what I'm gonna do. Blending. And then once you have that list, I want you to get a fresh, clean sheet of paper and go down that list and write the opposing viewpoint. So every belief that you set, like money is scarce, money is an infinite resource, love is pain, love feels so good and is inspiring and whatever. If you guys need help, like convincing yourself that this is real, like if you need more proof, that's what YouTube's for, that's what Google's for. There's so many books in my blog right now. I'm working on creating like a list of resources for you guys that you can kind of go to, so I'll have that up for you guys soon. But in the meantime, use your resources to your advantage. We're living in a day and age where this information, it's not in the dark. It's easily accessible to us. So, don't be the dummy. Be the one that can inspire others. Because once you take this path, you're gonna automatically inspire those around you to start doing the same thing. Your light heals others. Your light inspires others. Your light helps others. It does. It truly does. I know so many people along my journey, like I didn't just get here by myself. Like I had a community of individuals that enacted this. And, I think of that. I reference Euphoria a lot. I think that's a great show, but I think of the Maddie from Euphoria when she's saying she's doing like Lexi's makeup and she's like, I feel stupid. She's like, yeah, everybody feels stupid. And she's like, you feel stupid? And she's like, I did. And I just chose not to feel stupid. And that's exactly what it is. I just chose not to feel stupid. And nobody knows when you're faking confidence. Your power is that you were raised with a perspective that no one else has. So the other thing to the yin and the yang is that you are the creator, but you're also the perceiver. Okay? So as the perceiver, you bring new ideas to the universe, new thoughts, new ways to see things. And that's a gift. So you may have something to say that's similar to someone else, or you may be speaking about things that, like, I don't know, aren't important to one guy, but they might reach another person or hit one person that's heard the same exact thing, but it just hit them this time. The way that you say things is your power. Your perspective is your power. You being you is your power. So you just being you makes you different. You just being you makes you special. It's a gift. Being yourself is a gift. In like spiritual practices, we're taught that our soul chose this life. Chose everything. Like the mom, dad, friends, family, all of it. So if you think of life with that perspective for a second. I chose all of this. Why did I choose this? What did I want to learn? Why did I come down here? What did I want to do in this lifetime? And then really enjoy those little things that like you get to do as a soul experiencing the 3D. Feeling the sun on your face, the breeze, watching the birds fly. It's really the little things. It really is. My brother used to tell me this all the time when I was a freshman in college, partying all the time. He was like, I just like to watch birds fly. I'm really lucky with like the brother that I have, because he taught me a lot of this. But at the time I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, get a life. Go outside. Go to a party. Like, have some fun. That's what I was saying. Have some fun. He's having a great time. I'm the one that's miserable. You know, like, sometimes everybody has different perspectives, different messages of fun and good and light, but there's one thing that's for certain, is that choosing the good path puts your heart and mind at peace. So choosing peace protects yourself and enacts trust in yourself, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. That was this episode of Snow White and the Seven Tests.